और कोई प्रश्न?
Ramana Maharishi had said that he had mentioned two kind of methods, self-enquiry and devotion to the Guru, in order to come to the final understanding that the Guru, God and self are one. Now, is it through devotional inquiry that these two come together?
My devotional inquiry into the self will ultimately tend them out to the same thing. But ultimately.
Ramana Maharishi had mentioned self-enquiry and devotion to the Guru, surrender to the Guru as if they were two separate paths.
He said, as an ultimate analysis, Guru, Gyan, and God are the same thing. Guru, God and self are the same thing. But he's talking about Guru, Sadguru. He says there is no difference between them. But don't forget, he said self also. Self which is not imposed by ideas and things from outside, or your opinions from outside, or any desires for personal aggrandization, or thinking you're superior, etc., which is beyond all these things. Thinking. It's only when you become one with the self, which is the self-luminous Gyan itself. That Gyan never dries up. This avenue will gone. You will also become like that, provided you have transcended the scene. You have transcended the idea of I and mine, and the mind is not there. Then they are one. There are no impediments in the way. He doesn't falter. There's nothing to falter about. Because he doesn't have to ask, he doesn't have to read, he doesn't have to make any reference to anybody. Because he lives in that. Such a one is one with the Lord, because he'll never do anything which the Lord wouldn't say. He doesn't give a not to. And he will never do anything that Guru doesn't say. Whether he is absolutely negative or absolutely positive, he obeys. And in this yuga, Kali Yuga, we need a Guru who will always tell us where we are wrong. Because we've got such bloated ideas about ourselves that we can't get rid of them. We can't even understand. But who will take this up? Can a Guru afford it? All his Shishyas will run away. He's so wild. They'll say, and the language is most unparliamentary. But it's not unparliamentary. It's applicable to you. But you can't take it. And he's no Guru if he can't tell you. Because you have to come out of your things. Ramana Maharishi said another thing. He pushes the person inside, then he pulls him out. You go in, all your dirt will be there. Now come out. Without that. This is in the process of reaching that state, the state of consciousness where Guru, God and self are one. That's the ultimate thing he's talking about. That's the process. I understand that. What he's saying is absolutely correct. If you accept Jesus and you obey him in everything what is said. Not trying to save yourself from situations or saying, I'm not going to, this is not the interpretation, that is not the interpretation. Don't give any interpretations. You accept in toto. You'll have all the traits the Lord himself had. Don't expect those standards from others. They have their own ways, their own standards, own everything. You don't bother about that. You have to obey. So your forgiveness will be unconditional. But it depends how far you can go. Because he has to look after the whole world. So they come to save the world from the sinners. Isn't it? So they may pick up the whip sometimes, as Jesus did. And he not only holds his hip, he lashes them out and say, are you desecrating my Father's house? He can't do that. It is not out of emotions. It's out of his loyalty, integrity, and honesty. He'll have to do it. He's no coward. He knows this can lead to crucifixion. He knows these synagogues and these Judas, all these people, are ruthless people. He knows what all they can do. He doesn't bother about that. Go ahead. They'll give you a bad name. He doesn't matter. They'll do this, they'll do this. They are scandalous people, and they'll tell so many lies that will get into the jungle of the rulers. He doesn't bother about it. He's not interested. So they are no cowards. And this also, the Lord himself performed this action for us to learn. Don't save yourself at the cost of the Father, at the cost of somebody else who means everything to you. Don't do it. Pick up your lash. Lash them. What will they do? Crucify him? Maximum? More of it. And that's the proof where I'm concerned. Jesus is the Master. He picked up the lash and didn't escape, looked the other way and escaped. He's no escapist. We must understand that. But remember, we can say, where he is concerned, God, Guru, and the self became one. We can't say that about ourselves, because we have to realize, do we match him? Do we do what he wants us to do? Are we honest about it? No. We will tell a fib at anybody's cost, trying to save ourselves only from a small little theft that we've committed or wrong that we've done to cover it up. This is our worth. Here is the Lord who gives his life. He is God, not we.